Alright, hi, I'm Dylan Bentley, and I have taken an Xbox 360 controller and put it into Max MSP to make a Xbox 360 controller controlled FM synthesizer. And I've done this using the high object in Max MSP, human interface, and I've used route to take the messages from the different buttons and send them to different places. And yeah. So here's how it sounds. Also, I called it Indiana Tones because it generates a lot of artifacts. So what I've done is I've taken different parameters and set them to control different things. So on the left stick, there's the carrier frequency is being changed, and you can change the value of it. With the B button, you'll choose which frequency you're going to change. So you have the highest frequency, which is like the range. So right now it's at 1640 when I go all the way up, and then when I go all the way down, it's at 60. And if I want to change that, there's a little message box that'll tell me which one's selected to edit, and then if I push Y, it'll raise it by 20, and then if I push A, it will lower it by 20. And if I want to switch and edit the lowest frequency, then I just hit B and it'll switch it, and I go down and then up. Obviously negatives don't do anything, and that's how I change the frequency of the range of this Y-axis on the left stick. The right stick, moving it to the right controls the modulation index for the FM synthesis. So all the way left is no modulation, and then all the way right is full modulation. And then going all the way down and all the way up, that axis controls the speed of it re-triggering the function, which controls the amplitude and like the decay and attack. The right trigger changes where that second point is inside the object, so it will change the way it sounds. It'll change how fast it attacks and decays, and it's all dependent upon the time that's set. So it can go, right now I have it set to go to 1000 milliseconds or a second, and then if it's all the way up, it's at around 70, 71, 72, maybe 66 if you can get it to the right setting. It's around there. And so together that makes some pretty interesting sounds. So if I'm doing a sound and I like the speed, so I have it set all the way up, right? And I want to make it stay that speed and be able to edit other things so that the speed doesn't change. I push this while I have it toggled, and it will lock in that speed. So that speed will stay there. And then I can edit everything else and move around and make some interesting sounds. And then if I want to turn on downsampling, which is the right bumper, turns it on, you can see the X lighting up over there. And that's how I do that. So all together it makes pretty interesting sounds, and it can generate all kinds of different sounds. X toggles the audio on and off. It doesn't actually change the DAC, but it affects whether or not the Metro object is triggering the amplitude to be raised. So there's nothing coming out, but the audio is still on. So I'm going to turn it back on and mess with it a little bit now that you know how it works.